Hello everyone, hoping that everyone is doing great. So in this video, we will be solving some LeetCode problems using the complete Java programming language. And we will do this by using very simple logics. So this video is specially for the students who want to prepare for placements and also for beginners who want to practice and build their basic logic. Problems like this help in building logical thinking. And when you move to the advanced coding or prepare for job roles, sometimes you will be focused more on how you approach the problem instead of just using advanced tricks. So, we are starting a series on this channel where we solve problems from platform like LeetCode, but only using basic and understandable logic, not shortcuts or built-in tricks. So let's start. And today we will be writing the code for the very first LeetCode problem, that is two-sum problem. In this problem, we are given an array of numbers and a target number, and we have to find any two numbers in the array whose sum would be equal to that target number. But here's the important part. We are not just printing the values, we have to print the indices of those two numbers. For example, if the input array is, let's say, 2, 7, 11, 15, and the target number is 9, then the output should be indices 0 and 1, because at the index 0 we have an element 2, and at the index 1 we have the element 7, and we do the sum of these two numbers, 2 plus 7, it gives us our target number, that is 9. And remember, we must find only one such pair and not the same number twice. So alright, before we get into any deep explanation, let's first write the complete code from start to finish just to see how it all comes together, okay? And just so you know, I will be writing this code in Eclipse, but you can use any code editor you are comfortable with, like you can use VS Code or even any basic text editor or the notepad. Once the code is written completely, we will go back and break it down line by line, okay? And I'll be explaining every part in the simplest way so you understand what's happening at each step. So let's start coding. Now let's understand the whole code line by line. So the very first line, package org.coders. This line was automatically added when I created a class inside the project. And since I'm using Eclipse, it allowed me to give name to the package. So I named it org.coders. You can name it anything. It defines the package name, which is just a folder-like structure to group related Java files together. But if you are using any code editor like VS Code or Notepad or any basic editor, you can skip this line completely. Then the next one is import java.util.star. This line allows us to use classes from the java.util library. For example, we are using the scanner class here. And if we don't write this line, import java.util.star, then it might show us the error if we still try to use the scanner class. So whenever we want to take input from the user, this import is necessary. Then public class name. So the class name should always start with the capital letter. So we have here given the name to our class is toSum with the capital, which is starting with the capital letter T. Then the next one is public static void main string of args. So this is the main method, which is the entry point of every Java program. When you click the run button, Java starts reading your program from this line. Then next is scanner xyz equals to new scanner system.in. Here we are creating a scanner object named xyz. You can name it anything. Scanner sc equals to new scanner system.in. So we are using system.in to tell it to read from the keyboard. Then the next is system.out.println, enter size of an array. This line prints a message on the screen asking the user to enter the size of the array. Just a simple display message using system.out.println. Then int of n equals to xyz.nextInt. So now whatever number the user types will be stored in n. This value n will decide the size of our array. Next is int of a equals to new int of n. This line creates an integer array named a with the size of n. So if the user type 5, this array will have 5 empty spaces to store the number. Then again system.out.println, enter target number. This will ask the user to enter a target number which will be stored in the variable t. Then here the logic starts. So we have boolean. Boolean always returns the true or false value. So we have taken a variable name found and initialized it with the false. Then we have the first loop which starts with from the I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Then we have the another loop, that is j, which starts from j plus 1, j less than n, j plus plus. So it picks the second number from the array starting just after the first line. We used I plus 1, so we don't pick the same number again or repeat the pair. Then if a of I plus a of j gives us our target, then we will go inside this loop. So let me tell you that the first loop, for loop, will hold the first element and the second loop will iterate 4 times. That is I plus 1 till j less than n. And it will compare each time with the first element. If found our target, then it will go inside this loop. Then if we found the target, it will print target found and the indices at which the elements are found. Then the values or the elements which when we will add, we will get our target value, and it will turn found to true and break the loop. When we come outside this loop, if our answer is found means true, then it will break the loop. If our answer is not found, means true, false, then it will print no two numbers found, that gives the target value. So let's run the code. Control plus F11. It says enter size of an array. Let's say 5. Then enter elements in the array. Okay, so 1, 2, 7, 11, 13. Enter target number. So now we have found our target number by adding two numbers which are at the indices 1 and 2, and they are 2 and 7. So when we add 2 and 7, we get our target 9. So that's it. We solved the problem in a simple and plain way using the very basic Java. No advanced work, no confusing tricks, and this is the very first problem from LeetCode which is solved in the Java language. If you are just starting out, keep practicing problem like this. It will really help build your confidence and problem solving skills. If this video was helpful to you, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more such easy explanation. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep learning and keep coding. Thank you.